Good morning, welcome to the TD Grind on this Wednesday. Today, the biggest thing out of the ordinary is the first episode of the TD Project, my new weekly podcast with Ben and with his wife Holly. Be very interesting, look for that later tonight to get posted. Besides that, a lot of normal boring stuff, probably run to the post office, checks, what else, things like that, a lot of typical boring business owner kind of things, but the exciting thing is going to be the podcast today. Easy drop off today, both kids at school again. Little man, bit of a cough, didn't sleep great overnight, but very chipper again. A little bit of snot, a lot of cough, but he's gonna get better the same rate no matter where he's at, really. So, back at school again today, and now back to the grind, and most importantly, first episode of TD Project this afternoon. Spent the morning getting the podcast stuff ready, lined up for this afternoon. Had a bit of a hiccup because I had this USB power distribution thing I thought was gonna work for all the mics. It turns out it doesn't at all. So I had to use some of my backup USB power supply things to get that going. But as far as I can tell, everything's working good enough. Got some, use Audacity, some basic editing afterwards to get it, like intro song and things like that. But overall, I want it to be pretty straight and to the point and unfiltered. So I think it's gonna go well. Gonna do the recording today at noon, give or take. And then sometime this evening, something like that, it'll all be posted across all the channels. Out and about, swing by the post office. Where's the marking there? As I do about once a week, twice a week. Stack of checks, nice to pick up, and then lunch to get ready for the podcast. I asked Ben and Holly what they wanted for lunch today before the podcast, and they picked one of my favorites, Taco Bell, in the drive-thru right now. Just got done recording the first podcast episode of the TD Project. Went really well, even better than I expected. About 53 minutes of audio. I'll look for that on the SoundCloud and iTunes channel later on this evening and make it a weekly series. So people like it, they can listen. If they don't have to. But it's various talks about what's going on in the world and our thoughts on it. Pretty straightforward, but funny, smart, insightful. Cloudy day outside today. Mail there, and no UPS boxes. Not till tomorrow afternoon is the big shipment due in. So Ben's been doing a lot of other stuff in the meantime. We did the podcast today. I think it went great. The TD Project, you can check it out at thetdproject.com. Episodes are going to be on SoundCloud and on iTunes under the Tyler Douthit channel. So if you're interested, go to thetdproject.com or look up Tyler Douthit on SoundCloud or iTunes. If you're interested in listening to the new podcast, it was really great, fun, interesting, insightful. Went really well. Shutting down. Today, been an overall very successful day. The podcast went fantastically well. The TD Project. Check it out at thetdproject.com. Podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. On the Tyler Douthit channels. Overall good. Been a mentally intensive couple of days. I'm looking forward to a less mentally intensive day sometime soon. It is what it is. I guess that's the perils of being self-employed entrepreneur. On that note, see everyone dark and early, 5 a.m. tomorrow morning.